Well, you can't go anywhere near the internet today without hearing about the death of Chester Bennington. Even if you're not a fan of the band Linkin Park, which he was the frontman for, you probably now know the tragic news that he died by suicide.
Yeah, before we rush to give you the details, maybe we should consider how we report this. Maybe we should consider the impact that those details might actually have. Suicide. It's a topic we don't take lightly. We report suicide if it's someone famous, like Chester Bennington, Chris Cornell, or Robin Williams, or if there are other factors that make it news. Otherwise, we don't cover suicide. Why? We don't want to glorify the act, romanticize it, make it seem like an option. But what we don't do enough in our reporting is provide context. Suicide is not the result of a single incident, a bad grade on a test, a breakup. Suicide comes from a struggle with mental health issues like depression. And that is the most important fact. And it's why we spoke with Suicide Awareness, Voices of Education today, to put this latest death by suicide into context and maybe provide some hope. Does it worry you when you see celebrities that die by suicide and all the coverage that it gets?
Yes, it does worry us. We know, even going back to when Marilyn Monroe died, that there is a 12% increase in suicides in the 3 months following her death. We know there was a similar, actually even a greater increase after Robin Williams died by suicide. So yes, when a celebrity or anybody who's famous or in the public eye takes their own life, then we see increases in other deaths.
Why do you think that is? Is it because this outpouring of love and support for the person that has passed, that it kind of romanticizes it?
In some ways that is true, that there is a romanticization and a glorification of the person who died by suicide. People think, well, this person, they had everything. They had access to all the care possible. They had the greatest support system. They had all the finances available to them. They had fame, they had fortune, they had all of these things. If they can't get through this, how can I? The body is the body, the brain is the brain, and when it gets sick, when it's struggling, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much fame or fortune you have. We need people to get to help, and people can get help and can get better.
Let's say someone is struggling with mental health issues, possibly contemplating suicide. Where do you even start? Where do you tell someone to start?
Start by opening up to someone. Anybody you trust that can help you and support you. Second thing, reaching out to a professional. Third thing is knowing that you can get better. Knowing that we have treatments and that they work does make a difference. We hope that these kinds of really unfortunate tragedies help inspire people to make the call to the Lifeline, or to reach out and talk to somebody that they trust, or go to a crisis center, because we know we can help people. We can treat mental illness far better than we can treat the common cold.
That was a statement that I thought was profound and very true. And so I asked Dr. Reidenberg, what can we do as a media to be better when we do this, when we report this? And he said, you need to help balance out the story. So you hear about all these people that they have fame and fortune and they had all these good things, but we don't always talk about the stuff that they struggled with, like addiction or abuse. In Chester's case, he was abused by a man when he was younger, and it's something that he struggled with his whole life. He was just never able to come to terms with that. So it's not like they have everything in the world, And so it's important for us to remember that. The other thing is not to report all the details. The more details you have about it, the more people find a connection to this person and feel like it's more like their life, and then they feel like there's no way out when there really is. And then I talked to him about, I feel like we hear about famous people, these creative types that die by suicide. And I said, is that just because that's what we're reporting on, or is that really true? Do creative type people actually die by suicide more often? And he said it is true. Going back hundreds and hundreds of years, they have found that people who tend to be more emotional, creative, who use the right side of their brain, do tend to suffer from emotional and behavioral issues more than left side brain people, and they don't know why. So.
That's fascinating.
It is fascinating, and there's plenty of places to get help. That's
Absolutely.
The other thing we
There's
have
so many places. Pain is pain for everybody.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Rena. We'll be right back.